What's up, everybody? Brett here, back today playing some more Darkest Dungeon 2. And before we get going into the game, I thought we'd take a second here to look at one of perhaps the most important aspects of Darkest Dungeon 2 that I haven't covered yet, and that's the profile system. So, I think during this episode, I'm going to talk a little bit about what I like and what I don't like about Darkest Dungeon 2. And I've had some time to think and try to formulate more solidly what it is about Darkest Dungeon 2 that I dislike. I think what I like is very obvious. It's all the cool stuff. I love the animations. I love the art. I love the combat system, as I loved it in the first one. Unfortunately, I think what I dislike is pretty much everything they changed. It's the lack of continuity. It's the lack of the feeling of progression. It's honestly a little bit of a lack of story. It feels like a smaller world with less characters. Now, the game is still, I think, technically in early access. So I'm trying not to be too harsh with the criticism and be more constructive with it. I don't know how to say to fix it other than to say make the first game again, just with different characters and new stuff. Yeah, and that's not exactly fair. But the profile system is part of what gives you your advancement, how should I say this? Your progression, right? In lieu of, upgrading your buildings and getting all these different types of trinkets and all the other ways and leveling up your characters and all the other ways that you could do that in the first game. The profile system. We collect hope, I think is the resource here. We level up and then we unlock stuff. So flapjacks. I have not yet seen a Glimmer of Hope. No, that's not true. I did use this once. We've seen pretty much all of this, including these traits here: Cholera, Sprawl Explorer, and Selfish. These were all cool. We've seen them. This is what's next for us, probably after we finish our current run. We'll unlock the Hellion, one of my favorite characters. She's super sweet. Calming Incense, another way to reduce stress, that's nice. Stale Bread, something else from the inn that we can use to restore HP instead of slime mode. Some additional coach upgrades. And then a bunch of indelible trinkets. A Hellion only, a Man-at-Arms only, a Leper only. So we'll start getting the character-specific trinkets, or at least have them available. And then, the system keeps going. It goes all the way up to 50. I'm not going to make you guys watch me scroll to 50. But every couple levels or so, we get another character. I'm not sure how they show up, if there's an event around it, or what the deal is. The Runaway, by the way, is the only new character that I've seen. But yeah, I don't know how it's implemented, but we're going to continue our journey until death.
Loathing howls.
Which is, I think, what we're supposed to do. I don't know if we're supposed to try and keep fighting, or what the deal is. I honestly don't know. I'm not sure. Let's do this again. Get rid of as much stress as possible. Restore a bunch of HP. Let's play some cards. We did this at the end of the last episode. There we go. And boom. Combat item wise, we need to equip some things. Sucks that we don't currently have access to a Man-at-Arms replacement character.
Learn what can be taught, that you may stand just a little taller at the end.
Why do I have so many mastery points? Did it refund all the mastery points that I had for the Man-at-Arms? Because that's interesting. But here's the deal. There's no way we win this. And I don't think there's any amount of progression with this that carries over to the next run. I don't remember there being. I think we start fresh every time. So I'm not going to stress this too much. I'm just going to grab upgrades for the stuff that I use. Alright. And with that done...
Planning and mindfulness. As vital to survival as sharpened steel. Each improvement a new variable.
Oh,
in
we're going to the
equation
mountain.
of your fate.
Okay. Let's embark, I guess. We go to the
Spend
provisioner
what
and
you
see what we
can.
can buy.
For wealth no longer has meaning. If indeed it ever did.
I'll take a... you know what? I think laudanum might be the most important thing. Stress reduction. Does it stack? It does. How much does it stack? Okay. I like that. I think that's a good spend if I had a full party. I'm so bummed I don't have a full party. I don't like this. Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna get stressed when we enter into the next region. And I don't know why we're going to the mountain. Did we clear enough of the other regions?
The Great Ziggurat, temple of failure and regret.
Well, at least we'll get to check this out today and see what this is all about before we die. I don't know if we'll make it past more than 1 or 2 combats here. It looks spooky as hell. Aim for the heart. Looks like we're almost out of road. Their corruption has festered long enough. It looks like this makes them vulnerable, perhaps? They start with some kind of vulnerability? Oh, God. I kind of like fighting 2 small enemies. We're going to go hog wild here and use our upgraded point-blank shot. Try and crush this dude before the battle even begins. Nice. God, imagine if we had a man-at-arms. We'd be doing something sick right now. The flesh warps. See, and we got those melee attacks in right in the nick of time. Plague resistance is low. We'll see if we hope we can survive. There we go. Another physical attack. Stack some bleed.
A slow dissection. An unavoidable
Suspicious.
end.
And we'll use the laudanum as soon as we equip it. As soon as I remember to equip it.
Excellent.
Oh my God, beautiful. Nice. So let's bring it to death's door and hope that all the dots tick and kill it. What I'm very much hoping also is that each dot individually does a check, and it looks like it doesn't.
Anxiety foments insidious.
But that was
fears.
sweet. And we're gonna move forward again. Oh, we have immobilized. God dog it. That's okay.
A little
Let's take a
help
heal.
Impeccably timed.
Yeah, this is pretty weak. Gotta love riposte. What is this thing called? The immobilize really messed us up there. We got a free stealth. We're gonna use this because it gets rid of both blight and burn. The stress attacks here are what's going to ultimately, I think, give us the most problems. And Death's Door with that. This fight would be nothing with the man-at-arms here. That's what kind of hurts about it. Every time we bring it closer to Death's Door, we bring it closer to death. Later, nerd.
The loathing whispers.
Okay, I don't know if there's much point to keeping the map up. Combat items. Go laudanum. There we go. Alright. Yeah, if there's nothing to be seen on the map, let's take that off. It is giving me a chance to get rid of the loathing by fighting these guys. We'd much less like to see a very wide team. This gives me, is that dodge or speed? Looks like we're almost out of road. Okay, we'll take the bonus. We're doing this for educational purposes, y'all. Alright, that's our first dodge. Alright, and our second dodges didn't help us at all. We're going to remember to use our laudanum here on her. Excellent crit. What we don't want is these things, like, buffing the hell out of this guy. Did that only give me one? It does. Okay. Let's move forward and set up a big point-blank shot. Establish our riposte. Bloodthirsty, you know, made us vulnerable. Blind isn't so nice. Hoping we'll be able to hit through it anyway. We can remove the blind. Keep helping her out. And the dots are stacking up beautifully. And we managed to land that through the blind. This guy, what? He's 12 damage? Okay, not quite dead. The Tropic Star. What a cool name for an ability. Our problem is her not being able to give us the heals we need. Unless all we do is like spam movement. We kind of need to reorganize the party a little. This thing needs to die. Help yourself, homie. Yeah, without movement on her, I'm not quite sure how we get there.
Mistimed, misdirected.
Just keeping the blind on me. I mean, she's blind anyway. We might want to just move. Good hit. And the blight will clear that for me. And that's all of our laudanum. I don't really want to do anything with that corpse. We'll use take aim. Give ourselves some dodge, give ourselves some crit. And we'll move here.
The smallest variable can make all the difference. Lethality writ large.
I don't want to pass.
A little help impeccably timed.
Passing causes stress. I feel like it shouldn't, though. I feel like when you pass, you're already giving up quite a lot.
A breakthrough.
Alright, this thing is dead, huh? Yeah. Oh, no, it's got 1 HP. We're managing to win these fights with only 3 characters. Astounding. I'm doing this in the hopes that we learn something about the campaign that'll help us in our next one. And the loathing dissipates. We still have a bit of a firelight advantage.
Behold, the source of the stain. Gateway to incomprehensible emptiness.
The gateway to the mountain. And here we face a brain. Our first ever brain fight. Is this a
Pity
boss
the
battle?
Great Denier, chained by its own command.
Denial of Fortitude. Health lock. Cannot use healing skills or items. I wish I could hover over this thing and see what the hell it is. Latch of Regret, Padlock of Wasting, Bolt of Lamentation, and Shackle of Despair. I'm looking to see what their resistances are. The one in the front has really heavy stun resist and bleed resistance, but really crappy blight resist. I'm sure they all do very different things. I kind of want to take aim and then follow it up with a point-blank shot.
A brilliant
We got the crit anyway. Beautiful. Let's up our boy's speed there. I mean, these crits are excellent. I'm wondering if the holy water can remove the healing, the health lock, or if it's even worth doing that. These things just do that anyway. Okay, we have a meltdown. This is gonna go south pretty fast, guys.
Anxiety foments insidious fears.
I didn't even think about the holy water removing it until afterwards. Condition blocked. I can't even use this. I guess these are like not removable.
A slow dissection. An unavoidable end.
Can I use stress healing? Okay.
Excellent work.
Excellent dodge. We've almost got one of them dead. Absent for 13. Giving us speed, lots of dodge. Yeah, we'll go for the heal. It's not much. But I don't want anyone on death's door. Which we would have been there. This thing does damage. Denial of arms. Cannot use melee skills. That's pretty bad. Alright, later, nerd. Heavy blight resistance there. I kind of want to start targeting the Bolt of Lamentation. But I'm going to go for another heal. Oh my gosh. MVP there. 50 damage from that one skill already. Remember, we're coming back from a double meltdown too. That stun does suck. But yeah, the heal saved us from death's door. No riposte, huh? Okay, and we're health locked again.
And now, the greatest.
Which is bad because we are on death's door. Alright, we gotta get to the front again. I'm sure we have something that combos with the combo. Plus 50% chance to crit. Yeah. Awesome. God, if we could beat this boss minus one character. Boxing gloves coming in. But that's our last heal.
Rare and wonderful thing.
Good dodge. And that hit, that riposte for 14 was super clutch. The good thing is they do so little damage that riposte is just, it's gonna out DPS them. I think this just gets me the kill, does it not? Well, potentially not. Let's knock it out. Not the best blight resistance. And they do have such a high HP pool that we will get full use of our blight. Added what? Cannot use range skills. Vulnerable's not so great. Resistance here wouldn't really do us much good. They're not doing any status effects. Oh my god, we're still not at death's door. Beautiful. Get blighted, nerd. Alright, absinthe while we can. You know what? I think we could have combo killed this thing if we had just hit it with the axe. Let's hope that wasn't a mistake. Alright, excellent dodge. Just don't kill me. Alright, stress lock. Epic. I wouldn't be surprised if there's another bit to this fight afterwards. Alright, blight resistance is low, but it's still resisted. That was still 6 damage though. I'm not going to hate on 6 damage. And we'll try again. If at first you don't succeed and all that. We'll move forward, set up for another point blank shot. God, just imagine if we had a man-at-arms here. The damage we'd be doing.
Large.
And that's 10 blight. Bleed resistance also crappy. Stack some bleed.
A breakthrough.
Stealing my glory, eh? Come on, guys. We just beat the giant brain lock system. Shackles destroyed. What does that even mean? What does any of this mean?
Knowledge and experience. Twin yardsticks of progress.
Holy crap.
Push on to the inn. Rest and resupply.
Look at the level. We unlocked the Hellion and the Runaway?
Remain undeterred, and you will yet prevail.
Was that a full run? Did we just like beat the run minus a character? That's insane. Okay. Ablative powders. Burn resist. Okay. All the stuff we kind of looked at already, and a few other things. Other resistances. Stitching kit. This is quite good. 25% heal in the inn. Medicine chest. I wish we could unlock more spaces for our coach to stack more upgrades. It's a cool mechanic, but 4, you know, potential upgrades is not a lot. It's not enough to get me excited about configuring it. Increased quality of looted food. Looks like just better versions of the trinkets we have. And then the hero-specific ones, which I'm sure we'll look at when we get a chance to see them. Yeah, the occultist is in the game. Lots of new traits. Disarming dagger. Apply on hit, 15% chance to cause vulnerability. That's pretty sweet. Alright, so what happens now? I don't know what happens now. Was that just the first boss?
Sprawling. This hellish abyss extends beyond sanity itself.
Or are we done?
Your sanctum. Adrift in this bituminous nightmare.
Okay. We didn't get another cinematic, I guess. I would have thought by doing that maybe we moved on to whatever this is.
The shackles of denial must be destroyed.
I'm learning, guys. I'm actually quite lost here. It didn't feel this confusing the first time I played Darkest Dungeon, but maybe it was.
Into the light.
And is this where we get to pick our characters? We have new characters. Yes. Okay. So all is going according to plan. What do we do here? Because the last three we have left to unlock, and we're very close to unlocking them. The Jester, the Leper, and the Occultist. I also love the Leper. Just thematically, he's one of my favorite characters. So you know we're going to use the Hellion and the Runaway. I don't... Stealth, support, front rank. I'd have to look at the abilities to know... Does it have a heal, basically? Or she. I think that's a lady. Does she have a heal? Okay, she can remove stealth from people. She has a burning attack. If she's in the front, she has this burning attack. If she's in the back, she has that burning attack. More burn, less damage. She can do a double blind on a single target. And then she has some movement to give herself stealth. I'm not impressed by these abilities here. But I'm going to take her probably over the Grave Robber.
Save a burning will to survive.
And then the Hellion here. Front rank, high damage, bleed, bloodlust. Has Breacher, which is fine. She's going to be in the front anyway. We're just going to go ahead and... No, wait. Disgusted by viscera and bodily fluids. Okay. The spilling of blood and offering to the gods. I hope that doesn't have anything to do with bleed. Because that's half of what her whole, like, shtick is. Wicked Hack. Iron Swan. Damage, damage. This is able to hit back lines. This is able to hit front lines. Yop. Good old Yop. Ignores stealth. Hits 2 characters in the front line. And gives you some sort of buff. Does G... I can't bring up G right now to see what that is. If it bleeds, can cause bleed and deal some damage. And then last but not least, toe-to-toe here. She can use from any of the front 3 positions. Alright, and this is her ability to move. This is good, and it'll give her taunt.
Beneath bloodlust and fury, there is emptiness and shame.
So, I feel like we need Paracelsus. I hate this name. Going back to Patty. I feel like we need Patty for healing. And I feel like we need Cerberistan for potential stress relief with Bolster. It's the only stress relief that I found. However, I would like to continue unlocking, you know, parts of their story. And of course, Dismas being incredibly powerful. Damage dealer, I mean, they both were. But we're replacing 2 damage dealers with 2 other damage dealers. Second Wind. Okay, bonus damage if she drops low and always focused on their share. Considered a front rank. Very interesting. Maybe we do something like this.
Avarice slips unseen.
All women, Sisters of Battle. You know what? I kind of like that. I do kind of like that. What do you have? Forest Explorer? Mortified by blood. If bleeding, turn start. Okay. Forest Explorer and Scatterbrain. Stress greater than or equal to 40% equals minus 4% chance to crit. You know what? I like this. Let's let the ladies have their chance. Also, Dismas and Cerberistan were the ones that we were able to get 2 of their hero moments or memories in. So let's jump into Sisters of Battle. We're already at a half hour today. So we'll do this. I don't know if it's going to make me do like an initial tutorial area again. Like, yeah, the valley, I suppose. Or how long this is going to be. I would think relatively short.
Again.
We'll do this.
Though all the world's horrors bar the way.
Let's see what we get in terms of the academics cache. I like the playing cards. Getting a storage trunk right off the bat is nice. And some bonus speed is also nice. Pop open the inventory. I mean, I'm learning to play the game. That should be noted. Let's go combat. Bonus speed. And then we can't equip that until we get to a Wainwright. I mean, I guess we might as well throw that in there. Yeah, let's go.
Despite our differences in age and position, we shared a keen fascination for archaeology, folklore, and of course, occultism.
So I don't know though, like, is there only one chapter for us to play?
Giving in to madness is easier than holding out against it.
We did
They are heroes.
We did Denial. Was that the first, like, chapter? And should we have been able to go to the next one if the game wasn't in early access? I don't know. Don't know how it works. The wind... What is our flame at? Very low. The wind feels warmer. Keep the flame burning. We do want 50. Alright, everything... Go for the one that gives us the most gold.
In crisis, no gain is insignificant.
And bread is new, and so is apples and cheese. Huge. What is your deal? Okay, you have an effect here.
The winds whip more harshly on the far side of the brook. Each gravestone is more
Bonnie.
than a failure.
And this is the best name
It
for a
is a
berserker
promise
lady.
to do better.
Boudica. The old
bulwark
queen of
your
old.
denial is giving
Gosh,
away.
she looks sick. How do zombies do with bleeding? She's got breacher, so she gets strength, 2 strength, and 2 block right off the bat. That's so damn strong. Let's hold G. Gives winded. Attack deal minus 30% damage, and speed is reduced by 3. Why would I do this? I don't think I would. It doesn't do anything yet at this point, as far as I can tell. I already have taunt. I don't need to move forward, so we just go with the Wicked Slice here. Or Wicked Hack. Spread a little damage around. And show me what you got. What do we have again? So the blind is kind of cool. Want to kill this guy if possible. Tons of fire resistance. Keep that in mind when we're choosing
Excellent work.
some of the locations that we can go to later. One of them is very like burn centric.
Stumbling and stupefied.
Ah, we got stunned. Horror's never good.
One
Pretty
less
sick damage.
obstacle in our path.
And she's dead. So we're good.
By confronting the past,
There's our mastery. We
We
get
learn
yet
to
another
face the
set of
future.
playing cards, which might make it so that our characters
Are you
don't go
shaken?
down the path of
there is so much
hating
worse
each other
in
for
store.
all of our combats, making our combats just misery. A man can hope. Do a bunch of playing cards, get ourselves going off to a great start.
The place is a little worse for wear, but familiar nonetheless.
And yeah, guys, I mean,
The
this
next stop is
probably
leagues
it here.
away. Plan accordingly.
We've got 24 provisions we can spend. We could get more HP restoration. We can get ourselves some combat items. Probably just depends on where we're going, right? Whittling tools, you know, I do appreciate. Only she has problems with stress right now. Let's use the cards. I mean, that was incredibly positive. So in all of that, we only got one negative event. Oh, that gave us a negative event. But we did get rid of the stress. And of course, we're going to have to do this again later.
When survival demands it.
There's certain abilities here that may be incredible. If we upgrade this, it doesn't suck. It gives us the stun when there's a combo and lowers their damage for 2 turns and then removes stealth. That makes it usable. I don't know how amazing it makes it unless we're really like playing combo stuff. If it bleeds, more damage, better bleed, toe to toe. Trying to see if one of these is just like an incredible breakout ability here. Yeah, I'm not loving that either. I kind of just prefer the straight up like bonus 3 damage and 5% crit here. I'm more interested maybe in her and what she can do. Random adjacent monster gets 3 burn as well when there's a combo. 2 better damage, 5% better crit, and 1 more burn. That's a pretty good point. This is 2 more points of... No, 1 more point of damage, 5%, yeah. These are very well balanced. Smoke screen. Causes vulnerability as well as putting a combo point. That's worth considering. How we generate combo... I forget what these things are called. Tokens? Combo tokens? Is important. And turning run and hide into a small heal and attaching that to the movement is quite good, I think. Yeah, I like all that. We know how good this was. Poison dart. Does anything she do cause combo? No. Blinding gas does, potentially, when upgraded. Might just go for the better heal. It's really not much better, though. It's not that great. It's a 5% increase of the heal. That's it. Yeah, that's all it does. This also removes... Wait. I didn't notice this. This removes stress. How did I not notice this? And it only hits the back line? Or it's only... No. It's only usable from the back line. Duh. It hits... Yes, it hits everyone. I should have been using this, guys. I should have been using this at the start of every combat, probably. Especially... Well, not always. I'm not going to say that. But at the start of most combats, I should have been using this, I think. In conjunction with like a bolster or something like that. And maybe we would have had less stress problems. But that's why we play, we learn. And we figure this stuff out. Guys. Sneeze, sorry. Oh my god, I couldn't hit the mute button. Sorry, y'all. That's going to be it for me today. Of course, I had to sneeze like 20 seconds before I finished the video. We are going to call it here today and pick up with a fresh start with a whole new crew. And see what we can get done in the next episode.
Remind us of a time before the end.
I know I kind of asked a lot of questions today. Let me know if you guys got the answers. In general, just about progression is what I'm the most curious about. And I'm excited for our all-lady squad and our 2 new characters. Kind of breathing a little bit of fresh life into the game that I feel like I needed to motivate me to want to play. But that's it, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Brett, channel's Goodtalk Gaming. And as always, y'all, I'll see you in the next one. Take care.